All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom, salute to the hopefully elect. Now, today, we're coming up upon the Passover, right? This is, we in March. We in March. This is Sunday, March the, what is today? Salaki Brothers, the 5th. Yeah, this is March the 5th, 2023. Another day we're in Egypt, spiritually Egypt, or rather Babylon, America. Now, this is a special day. The Passover is a special holy day for the Israelites, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because it's the day where Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah led us up out of Egypt by his servant Moses. And that's when we were free. And we're in that, just likely in that same predicament here in America, So this is one day where the Heavenly Father wanted us to remember when he delivered us from Egypt. So what I'm going to do is, because all that Egypt was, the way he delivered us, it was great. It was, he showed his power, to the Egyptians and the other nations, heard about it throughout the whole Eastern Hemisphere, which at the time is the world. And the Heavenly Father wanted his name glorified, and he's going to do that again when he delivers out of this Egypt, which is America the Great, or Babylon the Great. And this place is going to be destroyed. We're coming up each and every year. We're getting closer and closer to our deliverance, where the Heavenly Father delivered the elect. The 2/3 are not going to make it. They're going to come back in the kingdom. So that's why we're, celebrating this holy day, in remembrance of the Passover. And it was certain events that led up to the Passover. And that's what I'm going to when I get into the scriptures, because us crossing the Red Sea, that's actually a part of the Passover as well, But the Passover, the event that I'm going to go into is when the death angel passed over, when we were in the land of Egypt. So that's part of the Passover, two significant times where Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah showed his power during that event. It was a big event. We're leaving up out of Egypt, and then it was plagues, all the plagues happened and everything. So it was multiple events that within the Passover, So without further ado, let's go to the scriptures. All right, so I'm gonna start at Exodus 12, and this is after all the plagues, right? So this is the part. It says the Passover Lamb. That's the period that we're in. That we doing the ceremony, the Passover Lamb. So it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. So really, we're in America. They always say January is the first month of the year. So we all screwed up in this Babylonian society led by Esau, because in January, that's when everything dead. They call the winter the beginning of the year, when they got everything totally backwards. It should be around March, April, March, April, in that area. But we'll get everything back in order in the kingdom. So it says, so really, yeah, around March and April is the beginning of the year when everything is blossoming. So like it blossoming, not when everything dies or dead. So that's another example that this place is full of lies. So it says, speak unto the verse 3, speak unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. So it says, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You know, to all them Israelites to say, the law, the law, the law. How you going? You can't even really get a lamb without blemish in this society because first off, we don't even live off the land. You know, we're in captivity. We don't even have any we got supermarkets and all that, but we don't have, this society ain't set up for you to do that. You know, Esau got their farming and they cut off from us, you know. I'm sure some Israelites can get it, but it's not accessible to all of us like it was back then, you know, because it was a different type of society going on. Now this place is this is a microwavable society. I'm gonna just say that. So it says, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. And brother Yeshaya brought this out about how it made sense too. A first male, a male that's 1 years old, the first year. The meat is not that tender, you know. So it makes sense that how it's rough. You know, the meat is going to be rough. So that represents us, you know, in a rough situation because we, you know, during the Passover, you want to eat you want to eat with haste, you know, sort of like Russian, like because it represents us getting up out of the land of Egypt, you know. So you're not going to be sitting there, you know, like you're in the kingdom, you know. So reading on, it says, you shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. So it could be a sheep or a lamb or a goat, right? So it says, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. It says, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two sides posts and on the upper door posts of the houses wherein they shall eat it. So you know damn well we can't they catch us doing something like that. Esau would lock us up, you know. You know, Esau think, according to this society, that we're a bunch of weirdos doing that ceremony, part of the ceremony. So it says, and they shall eat the flesh in the night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat. It says, eat not of it raw, it's supposed to be cooked, nor sudden at all with water, but roast with fire. So it says, eat not raw, so we don't eat raw meat. That's, you know, a characteristic of a Jake. You know, we like our food, or sort of say meat well done, you know, just like our skin. And it says, nor sudden at all with water. So what's that saying? It's supposed to be cooked, well done. You know, to my understanding, you know, it says, nor sudden at all with water. It says, but roast with fire. So so you're supposed to roast it, you know, well done. It says his head and his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. Let's look that up. Just want to make sure, because I have an idea, but I want to be sure what it means. Um, it says mist among inner part, middle, inward, physical sense. Okay. All right. So well done. All right. So it says eat. All right. So in other words, you're supposed to cook it well done. It says, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. So you got to eat all of it. It says, and that which remaineth of it until the morning, ye shall burn with fire. So the rest of it in the morning, if it's any left, just burn it up with fire, or rather throw it away in this society. Because there's certain things we can't do too much in this society. That's why it's a joke hearing these guys say you can keep the law here in America, It says in verse 11, and thus shall ye eat with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. So let's look up the word haste. I said that earlier. Haste. We eat in haste. I believe it means fast. Yeah. So it says hurriedly, in haste, hurried flight. So yeah, it basically means fast. We eat like we're eat fast. Put it like that. So it says you should eat it fast. It is the Lord's Passover, because you got to remember we were fleeing from the Egyptians at the time. We wasn't fleeing, but we were fleeing, like we were getting up out of that land. So the next morning we had to take flight. It says, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. So yeah, that's crucial right there. So God is not all love. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai is not all about love. It says, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. So we was doing that. We had to put the blood over the posts of the doors, right? And do the ceremony, eat the lamb, cook it, eat it with haste, meaning fast. And that's the ceremony that we're doing today. And we're not going to get it perfectly right, but we're practicing it. Put it like that. We're practicing it because we in the land of Egypt again, and we can't keep all the laws perfectly. We didn't grow up doing this. I came in the truth when I was in my 30s. Mid 30s. So it's new. It's fairly new. These ceremonies and things like that are fairly new, and it takes time for brothers to catch on. You're not gonna just these super duper Israelites. Oh, you gotta do this. You're not gonna. It take time for you to learn something, especially in this society where we grew up with nothing but lies, and then we're learning the truth. It still got to sink in. Some I still hear scriptures that I hear now. I heard it before, but I didn't hear it, and I'm still learning, and I'll be forever learning until we get up out of here and the laws will be already in me. Lord willing, we get delivered. Lord willing, I get delivered. Lord willing, the brothers in my camps get delivered, because I want to see all the brothers make it, but there has to be a 2/3, the 2/3 out in the world, but me personally, I want to see all the brothers make it, the ones that's doing this truth to the best of their ability, So it says, all right. So verse 13. I'm going to read this last verse. It says, and the blood shall be for you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. So we had to put the blood on the posters or the doors, because the death angel was, if you didn't have that blood on your post, uh, uh, notifying that you are Israelite, indicating that you were Israelite, then the death angel was going to kill your firstborn and your flock. I'll read it again. It says, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. So that means firstborn man. Yeah. So firstborn man and beast. So your firstborn, it says, and against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. It says, and the blood shall be a token for you upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. So, going back, I believe I'm gonna say 4,000 years ago, that's when we this very same day, which we, to the best of our abilities, we believe is this day that we went through this in the land of Egypt. We were getting up out of Egypt. So I hope this was edifying to the body. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Till again, Shalom.